poetry, time for Powers. And it's going to poets reading from the work of Jack Kerouac, whose birthday we're celebrating tonight, along with poetry from other of the beat hippies.
Check. Thank you. 1954 magazine headline. It had nothing to do with Elizabeth Taylor. It said, "Will bop break the color barrier?" It seemed that some folks were very concerned that there was a way of talking to one another through music that transcended race. And so they were afraid that if bop got too popular, the races would intermingle in America, believe it or not. So, happily, this is the kind of thing that the beat generation had to grow out of, the great flannel suit and all that crap. So, some of this may seem dated. I hope you realize that dress codes, all that stuff, did exist for the free speech movement, etc., and so forth. So when we're going through these things so close ago in time, it really is ancient history in some respects. But struggle is involved, and struggle means there are heroes, there are people who lose in this struggle, lose even if they win, and Jack's one of them. So here's a few more poems from the Mexico City Blues. Heaven's inside you, but there's no you. Now what does that mean? The great all-holy teacher says, heaven's inside you, but there's no you. Now what does it mean? Now all you gotta do every time you get sick is stop. See, this madhouse shot of yours is not exactly the memorial. Stop and stare through the things before your eyes with eyes unfocused. And as soon as they move, you will have seen that they move to illusion. Seeing that all's illusion, you lose your mind in meditation and heal yourself well. And what's that heals? Thank you, Jack. Grand Central Station, side entrance, where they unload produce. Now he and friends get scraps of meat and cabbage, all starving. On the floor are iron plates, hot, not too hot. They all start slowly cooking, but keep moving up, as men with central hot plate heat get impatient and eat meat half raw. So he keeps pushing up his little meat towards the center. These people, all bums, hang around in restaurants where there's nothing to eat. And you sit at a table, and suddenly there's a guy. Anciently, in cities, men have been sitting in waiting rooms in the night, bloated with food and alcohol, waiting, as though the city existed not. They are so old, they think all alike. I've seen them die in chairs quietly in cities they never planned. Seen them sing in saloons for muffled uproars. Seen men in coffee houses shoot the opium cup with Greeks of Brotherhood, Aztec pulp distributors, Rembrandtian city committees and unions of masons shoot the sperm cup to me, Jim. These partition Anglo-Spanish singing sneerers perturbing you in the background are your fathers, kindly barriers. Fuck! I'm tired of this imagery. I want to quit this hot shit and go home and go to bed. But I ain't got no home. Sick of that, Sakatuli, Wanalit, Olalula, Rulabula, sick to my Bella Bella Donna Donna, I'm a Ghana, Sana, Lona, Mona, Mona, Pona, Cornbelly, No Loan, I Act Crack. I'm sick of this misery, Posey, Flap, Jean-Louis, Misery.
Right.
Musically, as important as Beethoven, yet never regarded as such at all. A genteel conductor of string orchestras, in front of which he stood proud and calm, like a leader of music in the great historic world night, and wailed his little saxophone, the alto with piercing, clear lament. In perfect tune, shining harmony, truth, as listeners reacted without showing it, and began talking, and soon the whole joint is rocking, and everybody talking, and Charlie Parker whistling down the brink of eternity with his Irish St. Patrick patoolie stick. How sweet this story it is when you hear Charlie Parker tell it, either on regular sessions, or at official bits and clubs, shots in the arm for the wallet. Gleefully he whistled the perfect horn. Anyway, it made no difference. Charlie Parker, forgive me for not answering your eyes, for not having made that indication of what you can devise. Charlie Parker, pray for me. Pray for me and everybody in the nirvanas of your brain, where you hide, indulgent and huge. No longer Charlie Parker, but the secret, unsayable name that carries with it merit not to be measured from here to up, down, east, west. Charlie Parker, lay the bane off me and everybody.